Oh crap. All that time I'm running my mouth, ain't nobody can hear me. What's up? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Are you ready? Is anybody turning up today? Welcome in. Listen, how do you celebrate big wins? Do you celebrate big wins? Are you ready to celebrate? I'm pumped today. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm so close. I'm so close to 2,000 subscribers, but bigger than that, I got I got this deal I'm working on, man. It's about to come through. It's about to come through. So I'm turning up, man. I'm just here to celebrate with the people. Thanks for stopping in. If you're just now stopping in, it's your first time, do me a favor. Drop in the chat. Let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know what time of day it is where you are. We can holler. Hello, Black Man. Lynn, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, people. I'm in a celebratory mood today. I am in a mood to definitely get turned up. I usually get turned up like with just family, but I'm bringing this one out to celebrate with you guys. If you know the name of the channel, it's BNV Finance Fixes. And now I've actually got this financial program that I've been working on, and I got it in a position where it can start to become profitable. So I'm feeling in such a good mood right now that I'm just like, I'm out here and I want to like share this. Like, have you ever felt so good? You're like, yo, I want to share it with somebody. Here's the thing. Here's what's up. I feel so good right now. Trolls can't bring me down. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're in a mood, you be like, yo, I can't deal with nobody's stuff today. I don't want no problems. Dude, I feel so good right now. Nothing. Isn't there a song that says that? Like, I feel so good, nothing can bring me down. Yo, big fan. So I feel like that today. Where you at, Lynn? Where you checking in from? Lex Sander. Shh. Lexandresh? Did I say that right? Sandresh. Where you checking in from? What time is it where you are? I am on the East Coast of the United States. It is just now getting ready to turn 2 o'clock in the afternoon, making some moves with business. So, feeling good, man. Y'all want to come in here, check in. Remember, drop down in the chat where you're checking in from, what time of day it is, where you are. Big ups, Lex. You're the #1 fan so far today in this chat. So, good to have you here. Thank you for your participation. Everybody, everyone, enjoy the fun. Talk to me, man. I'm just here to talk. Normally, I do a whole bunch of content about me, what's on my mind. I want to hear from you guys today. I want to go ahead and do this too, man. I normally don't do this. Black Song Pelez. Oh, wait. What is that? I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. Is that Black Song Players? Is that what it is? Black Song Players? I have my own songs. I got like my own music I can play. Hello, Lex. Let's see. Got my little channel name up in the background. Had to get connected so y'all could see that. Lex. What are you laughing at, man? Let me clear off. That's it. There we go. All right. Hello, a black man. You keep saying the same thing. I can live with it, man. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. Yo, it's good, man. It's Wednesday. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling like not feeling, right? Sometimes you feeling stuff, Lex, but then other times you actually like making stuff happens. Please? Is that please song? Please? Are you saying play a song, please? All right. You want me to play some of my music? All right, tell you what I'm gonna do. I got some music that I made on Logic Pro. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can play anything that I made. Let me know if you can hear. Um, this might open up behind me. No, it's down here. All right. I'll put this up. I'll put this up right here. No, don't take my whole screen. All right. I got the song. It's gonna come on. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it though. Like, because when it does come on, it's gonna have like, I gotta make sure the audio is coming from the right place. Uh, ooh, what does that face means, dude? I see that face all the time. I don't know what that face is supposed to mean. Dude, let me know what that face is supposed to, like, is that like scared? Is that like surprised? I don't know what that face means. I need your help to understand what that face means. Help me out, Lex. It's just you and me here. Don't look like anybody. Everybody else here appears to be, what do you call them when when they don't actually, NPC. Like, hello, bro. Hello, bro. You country. I am a little country, man. What country you from? What country you from, Lex? You country too. You know you are. Don't act like you ain't country. Let me see. Can you hear that? If you can hear that, let me know. BNV. No, not BNY. BNV. That's a V. You gotta zoom in on it. BNV. It's on the channel. Like you can. What? Okay. What would BNY stand for? Like BNV, I can tell you that stands for Bird Nest Ventures. Let me know what BNY would stand for. I need to, like, in your mind, what would BNY stand for? Big ups to everyone. Drop in, guys. You have anything you want to share, please drop it in the chat. Love to hear from you. Check in. Let me know what time it is, where you are. Let me know what it is you're doing today. Let's sit back. Let's have some fun. Let's chill. It's a beautiful day. It's a Wednesday. It's the middle of July. If you're here in the United States, the 4th of July is coming up. We're getting ready to celebrate that. Big fireworks, big explosions. If you enjoy fireworks, love to hear from you. My name. Wait a minute. What? My Nima joins Sans. I don't know what that's saying. I don't know what that means. Yo, Yo, Lex, there's no, Lex, we are, I feel like we are not on the same page, Lex. I feel like, is that just spell check? Are we speaking different languages? I'm not, okay, maybe I'm not listening. Maybe I'm not reading correctly, which is why we're having the miscommunication. Oh man, I told you though, man, I'm feeling good. Listen, listen, Lex, since it's me and you here, I gotta let you know. Yo, just Finn, just Finny, just Finny. Look, normally when I have people who come in and like have stuff to say, I'd be like, yo, like, get out of here. Ain't nobody worried about you. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't saying nothing. Now I'm out here today looking for trolls and I can't get none. Where my trolls at, man? Like I'm here to entertain you today, and I don't do that very often. I'm very serious about my channel. I'm very serious about what I share, helping people grow. I'm feeling wonderful today, and I'm here to celebrate and prove my commitment to not being brought down, and the trolls are letting me down. But I guess that's how trolls do. Thank you, Lex. Thank you. I guess you can always count on the troll to let you down, right? Like even if like when they come in to troll, you be like, man, this is so disappointing. I can't believe like you're in here like this. And then when you're like, listen, I'm waiting for you trolls today, they don't show up. Like I can't count on you balance for nothing. Y'all are so inconsistent. But I'm feeling good nonetheless. Nonetheless, I'm feeling blessed. What? What Nemo? Lex, what? What does NEMA stand for? Break down NEMA. Explain to me. NEMA. What do the letters mean? Hello, bro. What NEMA? What NEMA? What NEMA? Okay. All right. Somebody's got to help me. I need somebody else to come in here and translate for Lex so we can actually have a full conversation, people. In order for us to be able to talk, I need a translator. What language, Lex? We need to translate from English to what? What on earth have you taken today? Fable. Fable. Lex is on fire. But I swear to you, Lex is not speaking English. He can't be, man. How you doing, Fable? How you doing today? Oh man. Listen, guys, if you're not a subscriber, if you're not hooked up with Lex, you need to be. Get yourself connected. Get connected with Fable, F4ABL. Get connected with Fable. He's phenomenal. He's great. Oh, hey guys, I got a surprise for you. For those of you who don't know, haven't met my baby, second, I want to introduce you to my lady. Um, I think she's going to introduce herself. Oh, oh, that daddy baby. Oh yeah, her sleeping. I think Daddy Music woke up from her nap. His is Drinky. What? His is Drakey. What is Drakey? Come on, yo. How have you been? I've been good. How you been today? How you been? I've been blessed, man. Look at this baby. This daddy baby, yeah. She wanna, she don't feel good today. She's running a little bit of fever. So I'm out here, man. I'm spending time with the people. I'm in a good mood. As I just said earlier, man, I got some great things that just happened. I just found out that one of the projects I'm working on with a good friend is starting to gain some traction. We're bringing more people in on the project. We're bringing in an accountant. We're bringing in a CPA, and we're starting to like really work on getting the full plan laid out to bring on some a black father. I am a black father. She is chill. She's so chill, man. Like this baby is freaking awesome. Like I can't even begin to express to you how freaking phenomenal she is. Hey, baby. You want to fix your pants? Okay, daddy, fix your pants. There you go. Say hi. You want to say hi? No. No, you don't want to say hi? She said no. She said she don't want to talk. But thank you guys for coming in and celebrating with me. Like it's, dude, when we start heading uphill, when you start getting motion, you start getting traction, you start to see the things that you've invested in, your objectives and your goals, when you see yourself start to reach them, like it's a big thing, man. Like it's a phenomenal thing. Oh, my baby's so happy now. I might have to make her cry for a moment because I want her to be in a more comfortable space. So, what's going on? Captain Blackbird, big up'ems, big strong 'em up. What's happening, Captain? I'm feeling good today, man. I'm feeling phenomenal today. I got Lex in here. Lex needs a translator. Fable was here just a moment ago. And of course, I got my baby girl. She doesn't feel well today. She's been asleep most of the day. She's had to take some medicine to kind of get her feeling better. But I'm sure she's gonna be better. And this is kind of like a focus. It's like, man, when, dude, that's why I turned this on. I was like, yo, how do you celebrate? Like, how do people celebrate? Me too, man. I hope she gets well soon. You know what they say. Like, it's, I don't think it's anything serious. You know, just like babies sometimes come down with things. She's running a little temperature. We got to make sure we keep her hydrated. The interesting things is that, like, babies don't show illness, right? They just, like, or they don't know how to be sick. Like, a baby doesn't know, oh, if you act sick, well, you'll get more attention. So babies just live their life until the sickness is just like, yo, lay down. Hello, bro. Happy birthday. It ain't nobody's birthday, Lex. Like, Lex, are you, did you go, Lex, did you go to another live stream and then come back here? Did you go to somebody else's live stream where it was their birthday and then you came back here and told me happy birthday? It's not, yo. Oh, Lex, you've made this day so fun, man. I'm having so much fun with you. Thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate you, Lex. I really appreciate you. Dude, it's so cool though when you, like as a parent, like as a dad, like one of the big things for me is being able to identify little things like Lex is living in at least two dimensions, dude. At least two. Lex might be spread out, not just dimensions. Lex might be living in two different times. Like Lex might, Lex may have went into the future to my birthday and just came back to be like, yo, man, I seen your birthday. Big ups. Lex, Lex is living on the edge, man. Lex is wonderful, dude. But yeah, man, I'm feeling so good, dude. Like, when you start seeing movement, dude, you start getting traction and start moving, like, man, it feels so freaking good. Like, you can't hold it back. I don't know, yo, I don't, I don't know if, like, you ever seen somebody, like, explode and be like, yeah, dude, like, I'm there, right? But it's like, It's so surreal what's happening right now. It's so unbelievably blessed and calming that I'm just enjoying it, man. Like I'm just sitting in it, basking in it. Uh, Better soon than late. Yes, indeed. Lex, no bore. My name is Sandish. Yanima. Who's who? No bore. My name is Sandish. All right. Okay. Is that an order? Are you ordering a sandwich? Is me from? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you serious, Lex? Or are you just saying that? Like, don't just like. What the- Yo, are you saying? Are you actually from Nepal, Lex? Are you from Nepal? Like, look, don't play with me, man. You know I'm enjoying. I'm having a good day right now, and we've been having a good conversation. Straight up, are you from Nepal? Because if you are, it explains so much. It's like so many things have been explained. If you're not from Nepal, if you're from Kentucky and you just messing with me, oh, I'm gonna feel offended. Oh man, who is that? We had resale all day. Pause. What the? You going to that kid? You mean this beautiful baby right here? I'm helping my baby rest. I'm letting my baby get some sleep. I gotta do something so that she can rest comfortably. So give me a moment. Excuse me, guys. I apologize for that. All right. Oh, man. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the like. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on today. Tell me what's on your mind. What are you guys thinking about? What are you working on? Fable, man, can you guys in the chat just be normal? I don't think they can. I don't think they are today, Fable. I don't think this is the normal crowd, but it's cool, Fable. I'm just celebrating, man. I'm just actually celebrating the fact that, as I was saying before, I have a recent business endeavor that I'm working on. It's a current one that's really starting to go right. It's starting to grow, and I just came on to kind of share in my excitement of the direction that it's going in, the growth that it's making. How are you doing? Hold on just a moment, guys.
Yes, sir. Are you online?
I am. Could you do me a favor? Wait a minute. What's happening, guys? Oh, bro. Tell us more about that, Uncle.
I have to go to.
Sure, give me just a second. Hold on. What'd you say, man?
What do you need me to do?
Huh?
What do you need?
I just need you to come grab her.
Okay,
Hold
can
on a
I go
second,
to the
guys.
bathroom?
I got my finger on the camera. Come here.
I was not. I can't. You know.
Come on.
I have to. I can't. I have to go pee.
My phone's going crazy. The sound is back, though. You can hear me now, right? Tell us more about that, Uncle. More about the business. So, I'm changing the way I'm living. Uh, I saw you talk about investing the other day. Yes, yes. So, Fable, what's happening for me right now is I'm changing the way my approach on life is. My wife and I, we have 7 children, and I think I'm looking into the future a little bit. I've watched how the wealthy live, how the super rich live, and I've watched how we live in the United States. I don't know exactly how things work over in the UK, but one of the things here, hold on just a moment, guys. I gotta cover the camera so my daughter here. Go with Sissy. I know, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know, it's okay. Here, take it backstage. All right. That's gonna be my baby. All right. So, okay, where was that? Oh, yeah. So are you still there, Fable? I know it keeps going in and out, man. I have to keep making adjustments to it. But if you're still there, Fable, I can try to pick up where I left off and kind of explain to you what I'm doing. Okay, so my approach to life is this. All right, you did too, Captain Blackbird. All right, perfect. And of course, Lex is still here. I just don't know if Lex is actually understanding what we're talking about. So I started to do research a while ago, and I tried to figure out exactly what is the difference, what's the differentiator between the uber rich and your regular people. And it took me down a rabbit hole, right? There's lots of information as the way the country was developed, the wealth that people had. Uh, Lex said he's from Nepal, but I'm not sure. So start to look at the legacy of people who had money. Man, this is, I guess he's trying to say great baby father black man. This goat, I don't know, goat, greatest of all time. I don't know what he's trying to say. But anyway, so as I'm going down this rabbit hole and I'm trying to research and trying to see the difference between the way we live and the way the super rich live and things that have happened in the past, I said I need to separate myself from the emotional part of it, right? Like there are a lot of things that have happened that we can say, okay, well, like the country wasn't designed for me, and there have been obstacles in my way, and the way that I grew up is challenging, and like I have all of these poor experiences and all of these things, and so I can say, hey, that's how my life has been, and because my life has been that way, it makes it difficult for me to be able to succeed, right? It makes it difficult for me to be able to see any benefit or any growth. So, so I said I'm not going to do that. I'm going to set that aside. I just want to understand, what do the super rich do? So the first thing I try to figure out is, how does super rich purchase homes for cash? And it made so much sense to me that it was like it blew my mind. And then so many things start to come together. So super, the super wealthy people do not use credit. Now, we've been taught, right? Because there are different levels. We've been taught that credit is phenomenal. You need to pay your bills on time, remain in good standing to establish good credit so you can buy things you can't afford. Your credit will allow for you to set these up as payments that you'll pay off in the future, right? So having good credit is the key to having a good life. And I'm like, okay, that seemed like that makes sense, because if I have good credit, I'm going to end up. Oh, did you just type something, Blackbird, that he should understand if he's from Nepal? That's pretty slick. I like that. I like that. I know you can't read that, brother, so don't even try. I like that. I like that. So, if you let me know if he responds with the right answer. So, with with the way that the super rich make purchases is completely different. It's not based off of credit. It's based off of leverage, right? So the understanding that credit is your ability to pay off to pay off debt that you establish from borrowing money from other people, where leverage is acquiring items at acquiring items. What's going on, Kevin? Based on the value of the things you already own. All right. Peace out, Lex. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how does that work, right? You have to get those things first, right? And for most of the things, when they tell us to make purchases on credit, it lets us know that, hey, if you're making purchases on uh, who voted eat. Wait a minute. You, most people voted eat. So that's how everybody celebrates a big win. That's a good one. Go out to eat. So if you're working on, so back to what I was saying, like, so if we buy something on credit, so if you have good credit, let's say you have really good credit and you want to purchase something, it's usually something that you're not going to be able to pay cash out of pocket for, right? So you're saying, well, listen, I want this car or I want this house. Well, I need to buy it with credit. And so now when you go and you say, I'm going to purchase this thing with credit, you put it out there and then you're like, how long is it going to take me to pay it off? And then it takes years and years to pay it off. Most things that you buy with credit are not going to have that value once you finish paying them off, right? Most things that you purchase with credit, once you finish paying them off, they're no longer going to hold that value. The one thing that they say does is a house. But here's the thing, so much of that is on your back, right? Like a mortgage for a house, right? Land. A mortgage for it is so big, right? That you're going to pay for it for 30 years. You're going to pay for it. And by the time you pay it off, you're going to borrow against it. You're not going to leverage it. You're going to borrow. You're going to say, I have this land or I have this house. It's worth this much money. Let me use some of that money to go out and buy other things, right? So 30K in 5 years. Okay, 10 acres, perfect. So you're paying 30K over 5 years for 10 acres of land. So where's the land located? Because that matters, because you can purchase these 10 acres, but if it hasn't been developed, if you don't have a septic and sewer run to it, if you don't have power run to it, if you don't have, right, it's in the Rocky Mountains. So there's a cost to develop the land. You have the parcel of land, but there's still associated costs to develop it to increase that value. Now, hear what I'm saying to you, because what I'm talking about right now is the difference between living as a person and living as a business, because I'm celebrating today. I'm on here in a good mood today because I understand that I am in a place where this thing that I'm setting up is starting to take traction, and it's built on this. It's built on this premise. It's built on the premise that we must start living our lives as a business versus living our lives as individuals, right? So here's how it works. Kevin, you're running down all types of things that are investments: solar power, rain collection, small things that you can do on that 10 acres of land, right? Noah, welcome in, right? Because the money printer is about to flood. It is, right? So printing money, like all that side. But here's the concept that I'm trying to get everyone to understand and to grasp. And I'm sharing this because this is the future. If you live your life like a business, right? And I'm not going to be on here much longer. I got about 20 minutes and then I need to take my son to an appointment. If you live your life as a business, the way it works to live your life as a business is this: you do not save money, right? If you guys are still there, I just need to know, because I want you to understand what I'm saying. I'm too broke for owning land. I'm the new generation. We won't own anything and be happy. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Captain. You got to change it. This message I have is specifically for your group. It's where you are. Trust me when I tell you this. Stick around and I'm going to help you understand it. If you manage your life like a business, if you run your life like a business, Your future and the future of your bloodline is going to grow exponentially. Here's why. We've been taught to pay debt and to borrow money so we can pay off more debt. And in the process of doing that, die when we're done, right? That's what we've been taught. And if you don't want to acquire debt, we've been taught save money so that you can buy something after you save all the money up, right? Pay for it in cash. Rich people don't save money to buy things. Rich people have their money make money to buy things. So I'm gonna give it to you in a really straightforward example. In the United States right now, average home price is somewhere around $500,000 in the area I live in. When you go to take out a loan, you have an option. You could put 10% down. If you put down 10%, you have to pay private mortgage insurance. Private mortgage insurance doesn't do anything for you. Private mortgage insurance is literally a bill that you pay so that if you default on your loan, that insurance company pays off your debt, but the debt still stays on you. This is no joke. This is what PMI is. Private mortgage insurance essentially says you cannot pay back your debt. You got insurance so that the company that loaned you the money is not responsible for it. So if they have to foreclose on you because of your inability to pay, this insurance company is going to pay them what you owe them, but you still owe the debt. That does not make sense. That does not make sense. It's like you go in a restaurant, you can't pay, and they say, hey, you can get private meal insurance. Your meal is insured, right? And then you get done and you say, I can't pay for this meal. And they say, okay, because you can't pay for this meal, you need to wash dishes in our kitchen. You're like, perfect, bet, I'll wash the dishes. How many hours I need to give you? You need to give us 3 hours of washing dishes. Perfect. I'll work 3 hours of washing your dishes. Now you still owe us the money for the meal. What? What's the point? Why would I get the insurance or get the thing to cover the debt and still pay the debt? Now, all of that leads to this. What the rich do is they invest their money. What businesses do, no business, no good business ever has saved money. There's not a single one, not one. Try to find a single business. Name me anybody, please. Excuse me, name me any business that you've ever been in where they say we need to save money. We need to save money. We need to reduce costs, right? We need to reduce our spending, but what business saves money, right? He's working on it. I think he thinks black man is like a sign of respect. Black man, you know the songs. So, so the thing that we have to understand is that if businesses don't save money, what do? Businesses invest money. So if businesses invest money, when they go to invest money, it's to make more money. Now, what if we did that? We don't take any money to save. The money that we're saving to try to buy a house. So again, average price of a home, $500,000. 10% down payment, $50,000. I need to save $50,000 to give to somebody so that they can give me a loan for $450,000 that I have to pay off over the next 30 years. And when I finish paying off this loan, I will have paid out $1.2 million. The house is only worth $500,000. You pay more for the loan than you pay for the house. Does that make sense? You borrowed $450,000, but you need to pay $800,000 to use the $450,000. So that's simply saying that The cost of using the money is more expensive than the cost of the land. Rich people don't do that. So what do you do instead? You invest all of your money into things that are going to grow. You don't save money. You don't put it in the bank and hope that it keeps up with inflation. Correct. That's a scam right there. It's a total scam, right? So what you do is you invest your money. So let's say you're trying to save $50,000. If you invest that money into the stock market versus putting it into a savings account, that grows, right? Because you're investing in businesses that are doing business. Also, you can do something that's called margins, which means once you get to about $2,000, they will give you a certain percentage for you to be able to use. Meaning, if you invest $2,000, they'll be like, bet, you put $2,000 in our brokerage, we're going to give you another $2,000 to invest with. So you have $4,000 of investment power, but you're only using $2,000 of your money. Now, be careful. Margins are tricky. You will owe that money if you use it. The recommendation is never use more than 50% of what they give you. So then you always have twice as much in what you actually have. So you take your $2,000, you buy stocks with your $2,000. You take the $2,000 they gave you, you use one half of that to buy additional stocks. Here's the thing, those stocks belong to you. You now have $3,000 worth of stock, right? You have $3,000 worth of securities. Invest in stable long-term growth securities that pay dividends, and that money's going to come back to you. It's going to keep coming back. So now in the process of you trying to save $50,000, your money is growing exponentially because you're getting dividends paid on it. You're investing on top of it. And by the time you have $50,000 in there, you have $25,000 that you're investing from margins, which means you have $75,000 worth of investment. Search. I did a search for Captain Blackbird. You're asking about what stocks to invest in. I did a search for the top 20 stocks over the last 25 years that have been in business for at least 15 years based on performance, not costs. Meaning, what is their year over year growth? I found 20 stocks that all grow at about a 10% average over the last 25 years. So it's very consistent. I have the list. It's part of my plan. This is what I'm working with on my partner with, and this is what I'm trying to share and what I'll be teaching. It'll be a part of my program. I'm sharing with you guys right now just kind of my mindset, but this is going to be a program that I am going to sell. And the thing about it is you don't have to buy the books. Any money that you put towards this, we're going to immediately invest. So not only do you get to learn about how to live this way, but while you're learning about how to live this way, you're actually starting to live that way. And so we're starting the company where we're going to take this concept of investing versus saving, building versus building wealth versus establishing credit, and move us into the future, right? So what does this mean? When you start to grow, you put $50,000 in there. It took you a while to get it in there, but you got $50,000. I'm not even talking about the quarterly dividends that keep reinvesting and are growing your money even when you don't touch it. I'm not even talking about those things. I'm not talking about the other ways it grows, but what I'm saying is once you get $50,000 in there and you're using about $25,000 worth of margins, you have a lot of money that is growing. You have a lot of money that you have the ability to put to work. As you continue to do that, now here's what you have to understand. It takes 30 years to pay off the house once you have it. How long would it take you to put $50,000 into a brokerage exchange? Right? I need somebody to help me with this math because I don't have, like I'm using my phone, so I can't use it as a calculator. So let's just say you're able to move $500 a month over into your brokerage to invest. How many years would it take for you to move 50,000 over? Right? Because $500 a month is about $6,000 a year. So it takes you less than 10 years to get $50,000 into your brokerage account. And it's growing exponentially because you're using margins, right? That's not 100 years. Okay, Kevin said 100. Jesus Christ, no, that doesn't work. But 10 years, yes. So if it takes 30 years to buy a house, right? And we're having exponential growth. Yes, 100 months, right? So if we're going through this process, right? We're going through this process and you have this exponential growth that's taking place as you're reinvesting your money, right? I meant to say years. Thank you, Kevin. If we have the exponential growth that is happening with us investing our money, hold on just a moment, guys. Hold on. My apologies. Had to speak to a child. So here's the thing. So now, what am I saying right now? So what I'm saying is this: if it takes 30 years to pay off a house, it takes 10 years to set aside $50,000, right? Over that same period of time, you can set aside a minimum of $150,000, right? But we don't want to wait 30 years to buy a house. So what do? We start to take that money that we have and we leverage it to make purchases. For example, Kevin has 10 acres of land that he got for 30,000. Here's what the rich people do, right? Here's what rich people do. They start a company. You create an LLC. In Maryland, about $300 to $600 a month to establish an LLC. You start a company, and that's what you purchase your securities through. You don't purchase them in your name. You start a company, you put your money into the company, the money depot the company opens the brokerage accounts and starts buying the securities. So when you see a parcel of land that you want to buy for $30,000, keep in mind, we now have $50,000, $75,000 worth of security with the securities, and we want to borrow against it. The brokerage will tell you, hey, you can borrow up to 70% of what you have in there, right? And so that means 7,000 on every 10,000. So you can borrow $35,000 and buy that plot of land cash. But here's the thing: you can get that $30,000 parcel for less because you're coming with cash. There's no loans. You don't have to wait for underwriting. There's no contingency. You get to tell the person who's selling the land, I'm going to buy this land from you in 5 days. I don't need them to run a land map. I don't need them to run anything. I don't have anything to wait on. If you're prepared to sell the land, we want to do a rudimentary check. Once we do our check, we're going to be prepared. We're going to take the land off of your hand. I'm going to hand you over 30. I'm going to hand you 25,000 bucks in cash. You're good, right? I'll pay any closing costs or fees, right? And so boom, now you have this land free and clear, right? If you're doing it with property, because it's difficult to get a loan on land. It's difficult to go to a bank and say, hey, I have this parcel of land and I want to take a loan against it. It's easier to do with actual property. Fable said people are doing that abroad right now. They're saving all their cash, buying out poor landowners in places like Bali. Exactly. So they're gobbling up land. And as Captain Blackbird said, the current generation is being taught you don't want to own anything. Because my generation was taught the only way to freedom is to own something. Captain Blackbird is a part of a generation that's been taught owning something is a liability. You don't want it. Right? So, this is what I'm saying. You're not buying up people's land. You're not gobbling up poor people's land. That's not what you're looking to do. They have, here in the United States, they have properties that have tax liens. They have properties that have been foreclosed on. They sell them on the steps of the courthouse. You walk up, they say, here's a minimum bid. Here's what we expect. You now have a brokerage account with $50,000 in it. You're gonna go to that brokerage account. You're gonna borrow 35,000. You're gonna go down to the courthouse and you're gonna do your research and you're gonna find a property that you can get for $30,000 today, but you can renovate it and that property is going to be worth $100,000. Here's why you're going to buy that property. Because when you pay $30,000 cash for that property, it belongs to your company, not to you. Your property in a company's name is an asset. Your house in your name is a liability. We've been told for years a house is the biggest purchase you're ever going to make. It's what you need to do, right? What's going on, good brother? Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for stopping in. Dreams. I don't buy that land. I buy the atmosphere and air. Okay. All right. So indeed. So now what happens is your business that you created for the sole purposes of purchasing stocks now can purchase property. And I'm going to tell you how this compounds. Once you now have the ability, peace. Oh, you're saying what's up to Fable. What's going on, Fable? Indeed, he's in here. So now you have the ability to use this money that you've invested to buy for cash a property that your company owns. So your company is going to do the evaluation. They're going to take a look at the area, and your company's going to be able to go to a bank and say, hey, I bought this house for $30,000. I own it clear and free. There's no encumbrances upon it. I want to renovate this house. When I renovate this house is going to be worth $100,000. I want to borrow 80% of what's called the ARV, the after renovation value. The bank is going to do its due diligence. It's going to check. It's going to ask for someone to say, hey, I'm at the wheel. I'm running this company. We're going to actually get this done. They're going to cut you a check for $80,000. So now your business has a property that has an $80,000 loan attached to it. But that money's controlled by you because it's your business. So here's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to take $30,000 and pay back your securities that you borrowed. You're going to put that right back in there because leveraging your securities does have an interest, but it's a lot less interest than trying to get a loan to buy a house. Trust me, it's small. So you pay that back, you put your money back in there. So now you have all of your securities in place. You got $50,000 in cash and a property that you need to renovate. $50,000, let's take $35,000 and renovate this property, right? So renovate it, you get it up, it's working, it's $100,000 property now. Ideally, what you want to do is try to find your first property where you live because you're already paying rent to live somewhere. Why not pay rent to yourself? Because you own the company that owns the house. Why not you be your first tenant? And all you did was sit aside $50,000. This isn't your dream home. This isn't the home that you're going to live in forever. But in the time it would take you to save a down payment for a $500,000 home, you were able to create a business to purchase you a $100,000 home, right? And you're living in it, paying rent that you were going to pay anyway, but your business owns it. Now watch this. Remember, we only used $35,000 to fix it up. The business still has $15,000. What are we going to do with the $15,000? Boom, we're going to put it right back into the brokerage and we're going to buy more stock. So now that $50,000 that we have invested, and again, keep in mind, I'm not doing any calculations with the stocks going up, which they've shown year over year. Boom, we're going to put that $15,000 with it. Now we have $65,000. And we're going to invest half of that in margins. So if we add $15,000, we got another $7,500 that we can purchase with margins. I told some peeps I go on live at 6:30, but learned a lot here. Do your thing, Fable. Thank you for stopping in, man. Enjoy your live. Have a great time. Thank you so much for being here. Right? And so now where are we at? Now we have this We own a company that owns close to $100,000 in stock and $100,000 property. And all we pay, all we're doing is what we've always done. So now we owe this property, we just rent the property from ourselves. Whatever the mortgage is for the property, and keep in mind, you got a $100,000 house. You're living in a $100,000 house at 80,000 at an $80,000 price point. All you're doing is paying your business to pay the mortgage. But you own the business. So everything you pay into your future. So you continue to do it. You're like, listen, I want to set aside another $50,000. But we're near $100,000 in stocks already. So you keep investing money. You're paying your company, the rent's paying off the loan, the company is growing in value, right? So now the company's growing in value, the stocks are growing in value, and you're like, hey, I want to live in a better house. I bought this $100,000 house with $30,000 on the steps of the courthouse. So we're going to wait 3 years. We wait 3 years. We've paid down a large part of the loan that we've had. The company has paid down a large part of the loan. You have the leverage that you can use on your stocks. So 3 years at, what are we doing? $6,000 a year. We've added $18,000 to it. So we have 50,000 plus 15, which is 16, which is 65,000 plus the 18 that we just added. We're now at $83,000. We're at $83,000. We want to borrow 70% of it. So 7 times 8, do the math for me, somebody. 7 times 8 is going to be what? 60 something? 8 times 5 is 40. Plus 16 is 50, 60. Yeah, that's like 64,000 bucks, I believe, right? So now we have $64,000 that we can pull out and go back to the courthouse. If we were able to get a $100,000 house for 30,000 bucks, we should at least be able to get a $200,000 house, $250,000 house. 3 years later, the same thing for less, right? And here's the big thing. When your company makes this next purchase, you're going to repeat the process. You're going to purchase it in cash. You're going to go to a bank. You're going to get the money to renovate it. You're going to move into it. You're going to pay your company to pay for the house. Your company now owns 2 properties. It owns the one you're renting and the one you used to be renting. And you own the company. Why? You've done this now in 13 years. You spent 10 years building the nest. And even if you had used that money for a down payment, you still would have had 30 years starting from that day. So that meant 40 years, 10 years saving, 30 years paying off 1.2 million. But instead, you have now built a company that owns 2 properties, owns close to $100,000 in your own money. We're not even looking at the margins anymore. And you own these properties and you're living in them, and every time you pay into it, you're paying yourself. This concept that I'm looking at, this concept that I'm sharing, that's called leverage, managing your life as a business, is the future. And you do it because if you own the company that owns the thing that you're living in, you don't have debt. You only have ownership. Take a moment and look at the people who we've been told to hate. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump's entire case, when he was in New York and they kept talking about fraud, his entire case was he owned companies that own properties that he inflated the cost of. Why? Because his companies said this is 300,000 square feet when it was 30. And then they leveraged that 300,000 square feet and says, we want to leverage $300 million against this 300,000 square feet, when that's 10 times how much space it is, which means He had access to 270 million more dollars than he should have had access to. And what did he do with that 270 million dollars? He went and gobbled up more property. He bought up more and more property for cash. And then he leveraged those properties. The business took out loans on those properties. He should have only had $30 million dollars to work with, but he had 300 million. And once he gobbled up those properties, he leveraged those properties by the business purchasing them in cash, taking out loans, and then he paid back the $300 million loan. That's why his lawyers kept saying it's a victimless crime. There are no victims. All he did was borrow $300 million that he paid back. Yeah, but he lied to get it. Yeah, but who got hurt? I'm telling you, this is the way that we all need to live. We need to live our lives and manage our lives as a business. I'm sharing this with you guys because I have a program that's going to be coming online here shortly. This program is going to be starting in the next few months. The entry into this program is going to be less than 200 bucks. If you want to get in for more, you're going to be able to get yourself into a part of a company. And that's why I came on to celebrate, because we just talked to a CPA and we just talked to a tax attorney and we just talked to an attorney and a CPA. And we are at the point where we are putting together the paperwork to launch this. And it's a phenomenal opportunity for you to start off. Like a starting package is like 2,500 bucks and then just grow. I mean, to grow exponentially and be able to completely change your life, your children's life, and the way the future works. Dude, I don't know, it's exciting for me. And that's why I was asking, how do you celebrate? I celebrate by sharing. I celebrate by, dude, it's so big because it's something I'm gonna use. Like literally, I'm going to use it. I'm moving my house out of my name. I'm moving all of my vehicles out of my name. Everything that I use, not own, everything that I use in the future, like Captain Blackbird said, we are going to own nothing. That's exactly how I'm going to live. I'm not going to own anything but a business. My business is going to own everything else. And then versus me paying somebody else to live in their house, I'm going to pay myself because I pay it into my business. And here's the biggest part. We all know we're going to die at some point. The biggest part is this. When we do, the business doesn't. You know, when you die in the United States, they tax everything. Listen, we want to tax the money that you had. We want to tax the money that you're getting. And we're going to tax the debt that you have. All of those things have taxes on them. You need to pay all of those. And then to put you in the ground, we're going to tax that. Everything is going to be taxed. You get life insurance. You make the receiver of your life insurance your company. And then you set in your trust who this company gets passed on to. And then the next generation of your family does the exact same thing. But by this point, they're starting with a company with millions of dollars in securities, multiple property holdings, and being able to grow from there. So now you don't ever have to worry about telling your children it's important for you to build your credit. Forget your credit. You are a business. This business is going to drive. It changes everything. I'm letting you know, guys, as soon as it's available, I'm going to make it available here for you guys. I'm going to send a link out so all of you guys can be a part. I'm excited about it. Thank you for being here and sharing with me. Real quick before I go, there should be an intelligent way to me by living, but I don't know if we should all be doing the same thing, right? I'm not saying that it's not, it's only correct way though. I don't know. Kevin, and after taxes, the bank charge, yes, to hold the money, right? So this is what I'm trying to say to you. When you turn it into a business, it should be illegal, but it's not because we're people. We are commodities. How do we change it? We become businesses. When you become a business, Banks give you money because when you invest, you're making more money. When you buy, the bank doesn't make anything. The bank make the bank makes nothing when you buy groceries. You take cash, you go buy groceries, the bank makes nothing. But if your business is an ongoing entity and that business says we're in the process, we're in the business of feeding people, the bank is like perfect because every time you go feed people, you make money. It's going to make us money. That's what businesses do. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I have to go. I have to get my son somewhere. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you celebrating with me. It's exciting. Stay tuned for the updates, guys. And remember, discipline. Rich, thank you for stopping in, man. You're right on time. I'm getting off. But listen, discipline. It's got 4 pillars. It's going to start off with repetition. That means you got to show up. You need to be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. You need to have consistency. That's a plan that you can set so you can hit the mark. And you need to have perseverance. The first 3 things, work on the thing. The last thing, perseverance, works on you to make you who you need to be able to enjoy the success you're sure to see. After that, guys, I just want to say, keep showing up, keep blowing up, keep growing up. God bless, guys. You have a great remainder of your day.